Today we are going to talk about 3 Days to Kill. This is the story of a detective who realizes that he is going to die soon. He has a fatal disease, but before dying he tries to make the most of his life. Wants to complete a big mission. The story starts, and we see a CIA agent whose name is Vivian. Now she has come to the headquarters of CIA. Here she meets the director of CIA and gives a new mission to Director Vivian. In this mission, Vivian has to kill a man named Ulf. CIA is behind him for the last 10 years. Ulf was once a German soldier, but now he smuggles weapons all over the world, and now the time has come for bombs. CIA should kill Ulf, but before killing Ulf, they will have to eliminate his right-hand man whose name is Albano. They have received news that soon Albano is going to make a deal with a very big bomb. CIA has already put its people behind Albano. Then Vivian starts leaving from here, but before leaving she asks the director, to whom did you guys give that mission? Then he tells a man named Thane. Meanwhile we see Thane in a hotel. Now he has come on a mission. He enters inside the room and kills all the people inside. Then after some time we see another agent whose name is Yasmin. Yasmin is an undercover agent. She is wearing the clothes of a waitress. As soon as she enters the room, she sees only dead bodies. She understands that Thane has completed his work. Then Yasmin calls her, and Thane comes to Yasmin and she gives him a briefcase. There is a scanner inside which now Thane has to go to Albano. He goes inside the hotel where Albano is going to come. After some time he sees that Albano has come with his men, but before they can move ahead his phone, but a reminder remains, and then he realizes that today is his daughter's birthday. He puts the phone in his pocket and starts walking towards Albano. He deliberately collides his briefcase with Albano's briefcase so that it gets scanned. Then he comes out with the briefcase and sits inside a van in which all the CIA agents are. He gives it to the technician to scan the bag so that they can know that Albano's bag is inside it. Then says that today is my daughter's birthday, can I call her? These people say that you have only 5 minutes, call quickly and come back. Then goes out, but right now, he doesn't have any coins. So that he can make a call, then he gives his watch to the shopkeeper. Then the scene of the hotel comes in front of us. We see Albano who is moving ahead to complete her deal. Then her eyes fall on Yasmin. After watching, he recognizes that Yasmin is an agent. Then we see in the van that they are still scanning the bag. Yasmin realizes that Albano has recognized her. Then the CIA alerts everyone. By the time the scanning process is completed, it is confirmed that there is a bomb inside his bag. Then the CIA alerts everyone that they have to arrest Albano. Only then Albano tells Ulf that this hotel is full of CIA men everywhere. After hearing these things, Ulf says to get out of there as soon as possible. Albano knows that he cannot leave without killing Yasmin. When he can escape, he first kills Yasmin. After seeing this, all the CIA people get angry and Albano starts firing from inside. Now only bullets are being fired all around. Alban knows that as long as he won't kill all these agents, he is not safe. He can't run away from here. On the other hand, we see Thane who is still talking to his daughter. Then he looks at the agents and sees that there is chaos everywhere. There is an atmosphere of terror and bullets are being fired. Then he also starts running towards the front, but now Albano's people have killed most of the agents and then reaches Albano's people. Albano also sees that Thane is at the door. Then he bursts the bomb at the door. There is a big blast here, due to which many people get hit. The Thane also now falls on the ground. As soon as he regains consciousness, he sees that Albano is here with his people. He starts killing everyone one by one, but Albano is now running away alone. He knows that all his people have been killed. Then starts running after him. Meanwhile, Thane's health deteriorates. She begins to feel bad and falls in front of Albano, but now before Albano can do anything to her, he shoots her in the leg, but as soon as she is shot, Thane also becomes unconscious. Vivian is watching all this from a distance. Time starts passing like this. After some time we see Thane in the hospital. As soon as he opens his eyes, he finds a CIA agent in front of him. He tells that you have been lying unconscious for some time. The doctor examined your entire body. Then they found out that you have cancer in your brain and that cancer has spread to your lungs. Now they can't do any treatment for you. You hardly have 3 months left, that's why now CIA wants you to retire. After saying this, he gives the watch to Thane and leaves. This is a gift for him from the CIA. Then takes the watch and leaves from here. After traveling for a while, he reaches there. As soon as Paris enters his house, he sees that a family is living here because that house was vacant. The head of this family is George then. He does not understand how these people can live in anyone's house. Then realizes that these people are not from here, they are all refugees. Then he runs straight to the police station and says that you people will have to vacate my house. They say that we can't do this, because your house was vacant and they were in need, so they came and started living in your house. They are a refugee, you can't even force them. After hearing these things, then goes to the house again and tries to get them out, but when George doesn't listen to him, then he points the gun at him, but after pointing the gun his heart melts. Then he tells George that you guys can stay here, but I will tell that how you guys have to live, you guys have to follow all my rules and regulations. Then George agrees, but now he is not going to stay here. He goes and checks in at a hotel, and there he finds childhood videos of his daughter. After watching the videos, he realizes that he has not met his daughter for a long time. He is always busy in his work. Then he calls his wife Christine and calls her to a lawyer as soon as Christine is here. But Thane comes and tells her that I am making my will. After me all my property will go in the name of you and Joey. Christine does not understand why Thane is doing this. Thane says that I want to meet my daughter. Then Christine takes him to Joey's school. As soon as Joey sees Thane, he looks like he is not happy to see his father, because he is meeting him after a long time. Joey always she wanted her father to spend time with her, but then was always busy in his work. He could never give time to his daughter, so Joey does not talk to her properly. This is where we see Joey's boyfriend, whose name is Hugh then. Joey is asked to come to dinner, but she refuses, and goes with her friends. Then also leaves from here. After a while, he realizes that someone is following him and then he leaves. Near that girl, we come to know that this girl is Vivian. Then says, "What do you want from me?" Vivian says that I have a work for you. Then says that now, I am not going to do any work. Then he watches her. She returns the watch. After looking at the watch, then realizes that it is the same watch, which he had given in Serbia. To make a phone call, Vivian says come and sit in my car. Both of them start moving ahead in the car. She tells that I am working for the director of the CIA. We have to catch Ulf at any cost. I need your help in this task. Then says, I can't help you. Vivian says I know what disease you have. After saying this, she gives him a serum and says that this serum will stop your disease for a few months. Only this medicine can save your life. After seeing this, then also agrees. Parrot Vivian gives him a file and tells him to kill Ulf as soon as possible. A man may have information about Ulf. We are going to him now. These people enter inside a hotel and kill people. Let's start. First of all, Vivian kills the guards here and they tie that man on top of a chair. Then he starts questioning him, but this man really doesn't know where Ulf is. As soon as Vivian is when she comes to know about this, she shoots this man. This thing doesn't seem good to them. These people start coming back. As soon as they reach the lift, Vivian says that I am giving you that injection to them. Then starts telling all his conditions, that if he completes this mission, then what things he wants, and how much money he wants. Devon agrees to all his conditions, then comes to his house. As soon as he reaches Christine's house, he hears Joey screaming. He runs to her door and sees that Joey was screaming after seeing her hair. Then Christine comes and tells him to then he tells his whole story about what disease he has and how much time he has left, but today he met a girl who has a cure for it. Christine says that this disease is very dangerous. Doctors have said that there is no cure for this, so if someone has told you something, then an experiment can be done. Keep this in mind. Then all these people go to sleep, only then at night, they start urinating. They do not understand that what to do. He understands that all this is happening because of the serum. Then he turns the call to Vivian and asks him what is happening. Vivian says that there is no need to panic at all. Take a shot of vodka. Then does the same and gets cured. The next morning, we see Christine, who is going to London for her work. After she leaves, then brings Joey and drops him off at school. Then he meets Vivian. Vivian says that you only have 3 days. In 3 days you have to kill Ulf. Anyhow, these guys go out to work again. Vivian has given $100,000 to Thean so that he can complete his task. She tells that you have to kill Ulf. You will have to go to the man, he will give further information. then reaches Mite's office, but as soon as his bodyguards see him, they start making fun. Then immediately takes out his gun and kills both of them after some time. As soon as Mite enters his office, he sees Thane sitting there. Then brings Mite to his house, ties him up and starts torturing him. Then Joe's principal calls and tells him that Joey's behavior is not good at all. You will have to come to school. Then also does the same when the principal is complaining. Then these things have no effect on them. He comes back and leaves the house with the meat. Joey calls him and apologizes that whatever happened at school was not his fault. She tells Thin that she wants to meet him. Thin says that she's coming late. With the help of whatever information he gets from Meat, he reaches a hotel, but as soon as he is about to enter the room, Joe calls him again and says that I have been waiting for you since long. I am waiting. After hearing these things, Then does not go inside anymore and comes back to Joey. Now both of them stay together all the time. Joey looks very happy. While they are eating, Then says that I want to take you for dinner and also show you a movie so that we can spend more time together. Then Zoe says no, I have to go to meet my friend, and after saying this she leaves and her udder also comes out. As soon as he enters a supermarket, a man shoots him with bullets, then is lying on the ground, but when the man comes near him again, Then kills him. Then we come to know that Then is always bulletproof, keeps the waist wearing the waist, so his life is saved. When he searches this man, he comes to know that he is also a man of Albano. He comes back to the house. He gets a call of Christine a short time ago. Thane had a message to Christine that Joy can go to the house of her friend. Christine says that I do not know anything about her friend. Then I go to her room after going to the room in her room. The tattoo parlor gets an address. Thane reaches there, but Joy does not see anywhere. Then he comes out of the tattoo parlor that he sees a bag of Joy inside a car. As soon as he opens the bag, the invitation of a party. Those who have given an invitation card, they are none other, but the daughters of the earthen are the daughters immediately. They reach the house of the soil, and asks his daughters where they have gone to the party. They tell the location. As soon as he enters inside that club, he starts seizing the udder again. But he handles himself and goes inside the washroom. Only then he sees that some boys are forcibly forcing them here one by one. He starts beating everyone. After beating them, he goes to Joy. Then he realizes that Joy has drunk a lot of alcohol. Then he picks him up and brings it out. It would be morning on seeing it. When Joy's eye opens, she sees that the Yuden was sitting near her all night, and Joy does not remember what happened at night. She repeated, go home, take a bicycle and go home. Then Joy gets angry. I say that I do not know how to ride me. You had given me a bicycle in the gift, but there was no one to teach it. I had a cycle. After listening to these things, it starts teaching that both of them start getting closer. But in the meantime, Dean has to complete his mission too. He immediately reaches the soil and starts getting information from him again. When he gets information, he goes behind some vehicles. There are people of ULF inside. They have a big bomb, the UD. When all the people come out, then the Thane comes and sits in that car, and the car starts to know about it. But before they chase the Thane, they break the bomb before chasing the Thane. Then he is able to get out of here very easily. Now Thane has a man of ULF who has a bomb in his hand. He takes the man to his old house and asks that tell me the code of this briefcase. The man tells the code. The udder comes out as soon as the code is found and tells George's son that after 2 hours, the udder goes straight to the Vivian, and he gives a briefcase, and the code also gives the code, and the code also when he tells, IBN gives him another serum. Now the Thane comes to the house. Then Joy tells him that I have to go to Hayu's party where all the people will dance, but I do not come to dance. Then they would teach him to dance. It is only then Christine comes back when she sees both of them. Then it is happy that the father and daughter are now coming close to each other. These three are dinner together when Vivian calls the call and tells that Albano right now if you are seen inside a hotel. Then the Thane reaches there without losing time. He sees that Albano is sitting inside a car. Then he also gets a urge. There is also a soil inside this car. As soon as these people get out of here, let us start chasing them. After a time, he goes and hits the parrot in their car. The car of the wolf falls down, but the Ulf and Albo are still fine. Both of them start running out. When they start running out, Thane comes here. When he sees that the earthen is injured, he starts helping him so that he comes out of the car. He goes back after taking him out. He looks back, and after a while, he sees a metro at the station, but now the Thane has something before he has a tour again. Then he falls down. Then we see the albino who tells Ulf that the man is ill. The metro comes nearby so that the metro comes, and then the metro comes. But before he hits the Thane gets conscious that he throws the albino. He is not able to catch Ulf. Ulf runs away from here. Then he calls Vivian, but before he is able to tell anything, the Thean faints again. After a while, when his eyes open, he sees Vivian at home, says that your result has come. This medicine is affecting you in a very good way. If you have to come home, then the Yuden starts coming out from here. Vivian tells him that you are forgetting your mission. Christine comes back home. She tells her that the Yuden also has to go to the party together. Then these three come here in the party. I am mixed here and bring their parents and bring them to UU. Then he says that my business partner with me is also a utter. He sees that the business partner of Hayu's father is none other than, but these people do not want to do any disgrace here. That is why they join hands, but now during the entire party, he is always looking at ULF and this thing is understood that he knows that there is still on the mission.
ताकि वो भाग सके। इथेन जानता है कि अगर उल्फ यहाँ से भाग गया तब उसके आदमी किसी को भी जिंदा नहीं छोड़ेंगे, न उसकी पत्नी को न उसकी बेटी को। वो लिफ्ट के रोप पर गोली चलाता है, तब लिफ्ट नीचे गिरने लगती है। इथेन भी आता है नीचे, एक एक करके उल्फ के सारे लोगों को वो मारने लगता है। सबको मारने के बाद वो देखता है कि उल्फ बाहर आ रहा है, उसकी हालत बहुत ही ज्यादा खराब है। तब इथेन उसकी तरफ आगे बढ़ने लगता है, लेकिन इसी बीच दोबारा उसके सर में दर्द होता है। तब वो गिर जाता है जमीन पे। थोड़ी देर के बाद जब उसकी आंखें खुलती हैं, तब वो देखता है कि विवियन उसके सामने है। वो इथेन को कहती है कि उल्फ वहाँ गिरा पड़ा है, उसे मार दो। तब इथेन उस पर बंदूक तान देता है। इसी समय उसे याद आता है कि क्रिस्टीन कितनी ज्यादा निराश थी इसके काम से। वो विवियन को कहता है कि मैं इस काम को छोड़ रहा हूँ, अब मैं किसी को भी नहीं मार सकता। तब विवियन खुद गोली मार देती है उल्फ को और यहाँ से निकल जाती है। तब समय ऐसे ही बीतने लगता है। थोड़े समय के बाद हम ज़ोई को देखते हैं जो बीच पर टहल रही है। इथेन अपने घर पे है, क्रिसमस ट्री को सजा रहा है। क्रिस्टीन बहुत सारे गिफ्ट्स को लेकर के आई है इथेन के लिए। इथेन देखता है कि किसी और ने भी उसके लिए कोई गिफ्ट भेजा है। वो जैसे ही रैपर को खोलता है, उसे अंदर सीरम नजर आता है। वो समझ जाता है कि ये विवियन ने भेजा है, ये उसकी बीमारी का इलाज है। शायद एक्सपेरिमेंट अब पूरा हो गया। इथेन इन चीजों को देख करके खुश हो जाता है क्योंकि अब वो अपने परिवार के साथ अपनी बची हुई जिंदगी बिता पाएगा। फिर इसी के साथ ये फिल्म यहीं पर खत्म हो जाती है। तो दोस्तों, हमारी आज की ये वीडियो यहीं पर खत्म होती है। अगर आपको हमारी ये वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो इसे लाइक करें, शेयर करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। थैंक यू।